Hello. I wanted to make a quick video on how the Scales Clicker website works. The first thing I'll do is talk about what the purpose of the website is. I made this in college in my free time as a cool little project. It was heavily inspired by Red's Judge Basher website, and it had a similar purpose. I wanted to create something that could allow anyone to click freestyles without needing to use an actual clicker. And the twist with this website is I wanted judges to be able to replay scores from other judges as sort of like an analytical tool. So what I'll do is walk through how it works and maybe go over any issues you might run into. So what you want to do is take a video off of YouTube, copy that through the link up here, or you could even share it. Pretty much whatever link works, honestly. And then one important step is you want to sign into Google here. The reasoning behind this is that I pretty much have a database that's hosted on Google, and this is how you're able to connect to it to get your scores there. So once that's done, I'll type in my name and put the link to the freestyle here. This flash border during clicks is a checkbox, optional, up to you, and it pretty much just flashes around the screen when you're clicking. On each click is like a visual aid, sort of. So what we'll do is score this video. Before you play the video, you do have the option to change any of these keybinds. Again, this is for +1, this is for a negative. This is for +2. This is totally optional. To be honest, I don't use this. I kind of used this early on as I had a little stat for double clicks, but it's kind of tricky to work with, so you can ignore this. There's not really a need for it, as it implies it adds 2 to the clicker instead of just 1. And then this button is to submit your scores, so I just have it set to 0 here. You can change any of these. I'll just leave them as is for now. One thing I will say is that if you do want to change your keybinds, you should do it before you press play on the video, because if you press play and then change something, it might cause a bug and you have to like refresh and restart, and that's not fun. So what I'll do now is play the video.
Until you hear the music.
And then once you play the video, you want to kind of just press play and then click outside of the screen, kind of like how I just did here, like click, on the left, on the right, wherever outside of the video, so the body of the page is able to recognize your keybinds. So once you do that, and once the freestyle starts, you simply just press the clicker buttons to click the freestyle. So I'll go ahead and do that.
Music begin.
Press 0 to submit. It will confirm that you'd like to submit your scores, and then you can go ahead and do that. There you go. It gives you even like a little link to share with your friends if you want them to judge that freestyle or watch your clicks for it. If you scroll down, there's a little graph here too. Not super informative, honestly, but this is an early feature, so I kept it in there. And then that's that. Before moving on to scoring another freestyle, as you'll be scoring multiple freestyles, what you want to do, sadly, is just to refresh the page. There's not really like a clean way to queue another video immediately after scoring one. You simply just have to kind of like restart and refresh. It should automatically sign you in. You should get some sort of pop-up, but if you don't, just confirm by signing in again and making sure you do that, because if you do not sign in, you won't be able to get your scores into the database. The next thing I'll do is kind of go over how to replay scores from other judges in case you want to do that. So same process as the start of the last one. You don't even really need a name here to replay a score, but you'll want the same link of the freestyle that you're trying to watch other judges score. So you put that link in, click replay scores for video. There will be a drop down. If multiple judges score, they will have their judges' names here listed. And then we will see my scores here by simply pressing the video.
Until you hear the music begin. Are you ready? Yep. Okay, music begin.
So as you can see, it's just live scoring based on my clicks that I were doing earlier. So that's that. Some other comments, for instance, that I wanted to add to this video were that if you are scoring a video and it has a super long intro, for instance, like a final on your video archive, you could just skip into the video and start like here or something if need be. You don't have to wait for the video to load through. And same deal with replaying scores from videos. You can kind of like skip through if you need to and go from there. That's about all for this project. If you have any questions or experience any bugs, feel free to message me and ask. Hopefully we can figure them out. I've been working on this pretty extensively for a few weeks recently, but I made this quite a few years ago, so there may be things I'm missing, but I feel like at this point it is pretty comprehensive. So that's the Skills Clicker app. I hope you find some ease using it and it's not too complicated, but again, if there are any questions, please feel free to ask. Thanks for checking it out, and I appreciate you showing interest in judging. Really helps. Thank you so much.